And take a moment just to be grateful for the body, for your environment, for things around you, for your life. And as we go through the practice, honor the body, do what's best for you. And we'll start the class with our Sun Salutations. Take a deep breath in and lengthen up tall, reaching up to the sky. Lengthen, look up, exhale. Come into a forward fold, bending at the knees as much as you need. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, fold down. Hands at the top of the mat. Step yourself back to your down dog. Just feel the difference of being on the earth, even if you're on your mat. Move the feet a little bit, pedaling. And then shift forward into a plank. Drop down to the knees and shift back to child's pose. Just to give those hips a little stretch. Walking the arms over to the one side of the body. And then over to your other side. And then back into the center. 2 deep breaths here, just feeling the breath in your back. And as we go through our Sun Salutations today, let the breath guide you. Take deeper breaths. And let the breath be your anchor. Bringing yourself back up to all fours to your down dog. Walk yourself forward to a forward fold. Lift up to a flat back. And then fold back down. Next breath all the way up to mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Inhale breath, lift the arms up, rise up tall. Exhale breath out to chair pose. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your flat back. And then exhale, fold. Step back to your plank. And then lower down for your first chaturanga. Lowering down on the knees all the way down. And then lift up. It's a little cobra, checking in. And then all the way back to your plank and down dog. In your down dog, find deeper breaths. Sink deeper into the heels, hips up to the sky, creating space between the shoulder blades. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then walk yourself forward to your forward fold. Flat back. Fold back down. Next breath all the way back up to Tadasana. And hands to heart center. Take a breath. And then again, lengthen up tall. Out to chair pose. All the way back up, mountain pose. And then fold all the way down. Flat back. And fold back down. Step or hop back to plank. Take your chaturanga from here, any version. And all the way to down dog. Take the right leg, lift it up towards the sky. Create some movement with the foot, the knee. Even open the hips a little bit. And then bring that leg all the way through. Come into a low lunge. Take a low lunge, dropping the knees, sinking down, lengthen up. A big stretch. Take another breath. We're going to just do a little bit of stretch here. Take the same hand down that's on your knee. So take your hand down to your knee. It's my right hand. Lift up, lengthen tall. And then arch over a little bit to, it would be my right, so towards your knee. Then come all the way down, take the hand down to the floor, ground, and rotate into a twist, taking it the other direction. And then back to the center, and then slide back into half splits. Hips back, point the toe up, get the stretch in the back side of this leg. Good. And then walk forward, take that leg back, shift back up to your down dog. Take the opposite leg up, do the same thing, give it its stretch, movement. And then we'll bring that leg forward to our low lunge, sinking a little bit more deeper into it, and lift up. Where'd you go, Shannon? And then come back down. I think I lost you, my dear. All right, from here, let's take it into a twist. And then shift back. And then come all the way back up to your down dog. Hold down. Shaking the head gently, nod it gently. Alrighty. Let's walk it forward to our forward fold. And lift up to your flat back. And fold back down. And then all the way back up. And inhale. Lengthen up tall, going out into chair pose. Back to your mountain. Folding forward. Flat back. And fold. Step or hop back to your plank, chaturanga. Back in down dog, take the right leg tall, step the right leg forward into a low lunge or crescent lunge. I'm going with a low. Deep breath in. On the exhale, hand back down to the mat. Step it back to your plank, chaturanga. Back to down dog. Opposite leg lifts up. Taking the same positioning, low lunge or crescent lunge. Deep breath in. And exhale, back down, back to your plank. Flow again. And then back up to your down dog. 3 deep breaths. Step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Flat back. Fold forward. All the way back up to mountain pose. And hands to heart center. Inhale, breath, lift up, mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Flat back. And fold. Step or hop back to plank. Take a flow. Right leg lifts up and steps forward, taking it into our warrior one. Deep breath and breath out. Back down to the top of the mat, back to your plank, hold plank or flow. And then back up to down dog. Opposite leg lifts up. Steps forward to our warrior one. Inhale, lengthen up, deep breath in. And then exhale, back down. Back to your plank. Again, you can flow or hold. And then we meet in down dog, 3 deep breaths. Come up to the balls of the feet. Walk yourself forward on your tippy toes, flat hands. Bring it as close as you can. Kind of trying to pike it up. And then take it into your forward fold. Lift up to a flat back. Fold back down. And then all the way back up to mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Now keep the hands together strong like we're pushing them together. And inhale, lift up with arms strong. Exhale to chair. Keep the arms working. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Arms are still strong. Flat back. And fold. Step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga. And down dog. Right leg lifts up, right leg steps forward into warrior one. Then shift into warrior two. Take another breath. On your exhale, windmill the hands down to the top of the mat. Step it back. Chaturanga. Down dog. Opposite leg. It lifts up, steps forward. Warrior one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Take an extra breath. Your next exhale, windmill hands back down. Step it back to your plank, flow or hold plank. Meet back in your down dog. 3 deep breaths. And then lift up to the balls of the feet. Step or hop forward all the way to the top of the mat. Lift up to flat back and fold back down. Hands clasped together. Lift all the way up. And hands to heart center. One more time. Lift up, reach up. Hands together. Chair. Hands still working hard. Lift back up. Belly button to spine. Fold forward. And flat back. Fold back down. Step or hop back to plank. Flow through here. And back to down dog. Right leg lifts up, steps forward. Lift that leg there, then arms together, lift up to your warrior one. Shift to warrior two. Then into side angle. One more breath. And then windmill the hands back down to the top of the mat, back to your plank. Flow. And down dog. Other leg lifts up, steps forward, plant yourself, lift up, warrior one. Rotate, warrior two. Then side angle with an extra breath. Then windmill the hands back down. Come back to your plank and flow. And then down dog. 3 breaths. Sink a little deeper, keep all the muscles active. Create more space between the shoulder blades. See if we can get the underarm working a little bit more as you try to kind of squeeze. And then walk or hop forward to the top of the mat. Flat back, hands together, and then lift all the way up. Mountain pose, hands still together and come into chair and hold. If you want to bring the knees a little closer together, that's fine. Come into your chair, check your alignment, hold and breathe. Belly button to the spine. All right, all the way back up to mountain pose. Slide back bend. You can keep your arms up or hands to the back. And then return back to mountain pose. And now take a few moments in your mountain pose. Just notice how the body is feeling. Notice any changes from mountain pose when we first started. more deep breath. Great. All right, from here, let's go ahead and take Warrior One. I'm going to do my right foot forward, left foot back, and come into Warrior One. Plant ourselves here. Try to get a little deeper, a little bit more with it. Then let the arms come up. And take a few breaths. Just feeling the difference between moving and holding. From our Warrior One, let's take a crescent lunge. So pivot that back foot so you're on the balls of the foot. You can either keep the arms up or bring them to your hips. And then let's do 4 dips as we lower down and back up. Good. And then we come back up to our lunge, and we're going to go into our airplane. So take a moment, check in on that front leg, lift up, find your balance, and then hinge at the hips. Take the arms out to the side. Maybe they stay out like wings, or you bring them back behind your body. Maybe even clasp the hands behind your back. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly release the arms if they're up back to the side, back up front, and bring yourself back up and bring the knee up in front of you. Okay, from here, either we stay here or we kick that leg out, and if it's something we do where we want to grab onto that toe, we can grab onto that toe. Take a few more breaths, just finding balance in a different position. And then find your mountain pose. Both feet come back down. Find yourself grounded again. And again, feel the difference between one side to the other. One that's worked hard in one way and the other works hard in the other way. And then we have to do it to the other side. All right, so the opposite leg's going to come back, and we start in our Warrior One. If you want to take the arms a little different, we could do goalpost arms just to give a different feel. Shoulder blades towards each other. Again, try to see if we can get that muscle under the armpit to do a little bit more. And we're taking our breath in our Warrior One. Then we're changing it to our lunge, so the balls of the foot in the back. Maybe the arms are up, or we want to put them on our hips. And we're going to lower down 4 times. Good. All right. Good, then bring it back up. And from here, we're going to go into our airplane. All right, so take yourself up, find balance on the one, reach out, hinge forward. All right, find. This is like, this side is like not cooperative. All right, out to the side, maybe behind. Right, and then we'll bring ourselves back up and bring that knee up in front of us. And then going wherever we tried on the other side, try here. Good. And then both feet back to mountain pose. Whew. Take a couple breaths. And then let's flow through a sun salutation up to tall mountain pose, out to chair. On our chair, then all the way back up to mountain pose. And fold forward. step or hop back to your plank, chaturanga, and down dog. All right, let's do a little bit of core work. Take that right leg up. We're going to come into our plank, bring our knee to our elbow, and then we're going to take that leg back up, and then knee to the elbow, 2 more, back up to plank, 2 more. All right, and then let's do that box. Take it all the way back up. Knee to right elbow, down to the wrist, to cross over to the opposite, up and back, and all the way up. One more time. Knee to elbow, down to the wrist. Cross over, lift up, over, and all the way. Whew. All right. Then come into a single leg plank. Hold. So our one leg is up, one plank down. One more breath. If you want to chaturanga with one leg, go for it. And all the way back up. Good. Take that leg now and cross under us and flip open. Remember that one? Good. Woo! And then back down. All the way back up. Woo. Give yourself a breather if you need to bump down to child's pose or just shake out a wrist. Then we have the other side. So the opposite leg, knee to elbow, belly button to spine, back out, down dog, up, 3-legged dog. And again, 2 more. All right. Then our square, so knee to the elbow, lower down to the wrist, crossed over to the wrist, up to the elbow, back over, and back up. One more time. Elbow, down, over, up, cross, and all the way back up. All right, then we're going to take our left leg under our body, cross it under, flip ourselves open. And then bring ourselves back. Down dog. All right, onto our one leg plank. Yep, and then you're doing that chaturanga if you felt like you wanted to. Whew. Thank you. And then back up. Dolphin. Take a few breaths in down dog or dolphin. And as you come into your dolphin, try to bring it a little closer, a little pikey. Maybe one leg reaches up. Maybe the other one. We go down to child's pose, catch a few breaths. All right, let's bring it onto our knees and do a little back stretch. Whew. Let's first take it into either camel or back bend. Once we're here, take a few moments, balance here on the toes, play a little bit with crow. Just kind of explore what you want to do. If we're feeling unsteady and just want to be upright, try to stack, try to balance. Couple more breaths. And then make your way down. Stretch back into a child's pose. And then return to mountain pose. After a few breaths here, I'm going to take my block. So yeah, triangle works good because then you can get that shift down and then lift up. All right, so opening up our hips, trying to find our balancing half moon. Right. So, okay, take it to full moon. So take your hand and grab onto that foot and Find your stretch. Woo-hoo-hoo, and don't fall over. The wall or the block do help, I have to say. All right, back out to our balancing half moon. Woo. And then take it back down. Find Trikonasana, so lift up, and then take it into triangle. Good, all the way back up. And step your feet together. Oh. Do a half salutation up into mountain pose, out into chair, and then all the way back up and forward fold. Take a few breaths in your forward fold. All right, then bring yourself back up and we'll do the other side. So step back to like triangle and then shift forward and balance. Opening the hips as much as we can, extend the arms and breathe. Good. A few more breaths. And then try to grab onto the foot. And then come down, lift up, and then back into Trikonasana. And then step forward. Inhale, lift up to mountain. Big stretch, back bend. Exhale to chair. Back up. And fold back down. Step or hop back to your plank. Take a flow. Maybe hold, up dog, a few breaths. All right, so as we come to the end of the class, let's go ahead and make your way on your back, or if you want to lay on your belly today, that's another way. If you just feel like a little bit of seated position, if you happen to be outside or a nice quiet room and you just want to sit and allow yourself to calm the mind a little bit more now that you've worked. Focus with the breath and just be here for a few moments. Whether we're sitting or laying, slowly become aware of the body. Joining me today, it's been my honor and privilege to guide you through your practice. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live